So hi hello friends, welcome back to our channel Prod Coding. So in this series we are learning about JavaScript. So this is episode 2. If you haven't watched episode 1, go and watch it, then come back. So before jumping into the video, let us just install node.js, so which is essential for us. Now we just go to nodejs.org, then download, just choose LTS. We don't need a current. Then go to if you're using Windows, just you choose whichever is suits your computer. Then for Linux alone, I have just a small you just need not go here and download. You can just download from your command line. If you just type node, it will, I have just installed it, so it is showing in a blue color. Otherwise for you it will just be in a red color like this. It will be red in color. Then it will just, if you type it, it will just suggest you a command. Go and type and install it. And if you are using Mac, we have it here. So after installing it, let's go back to our editor. I am using Visual Studio Code, and whichever is comfortable, you're comfortable, you can go ahead and you just use it. So I'll just create a new JavaScript file for episode 2. Yeah, I have just created. So in this we are going to just talk about variables in this episode. Variables and arithmetic operations of variables. So what is variable? You can just I'll just give it in a simple way. Not you just you need not complicate it. I'll just make it as simple. Imagine variables like a box. It will be like a box. You can, what is a box? Just, it will just store whatever we will give. Whatever we want to store, it will just store for us. That's what variable does. Variable stores data for us. Whatever data we want, it will just store. So what is data? Data is nothing but anything which makes sense to the computer, or anything which is meaningful to the computer, like text or numbers which makes a sense, which is meaningful to computer. So that is called data. So it will just store. So let's create our first variable. So we have last episode I have just said about we have specific symbols for denoting, or specific things to denote specific functions. So for variable, we just need not just type variable. If you just type var, that JavaScript understands it as variable. Okay, we have just got a box, and if we have many boxes, we will be confused, and we will not know what box contains what thing, what it contains. We don't know. So we will just, for identification, we will give it a name. Similarly, we are just going to give this box a name called a pi, and just going to give, and we will use equal to sign to show what it contains. So equal to sign is used for showing what it contains, or others is it is initializing the variable pi. So I am just going to type the value 3.14. I have just created the first variable. We have just created it. So we want to just print 3.14. I'll just use our printing function. Yeah, we have just got our printing function. Then we just want to print 3.14. We need not type 3.14. We can just call the variable, because it stores the same value 3.14. So if I just go to new terminal, and if I just type node, and ep2, since I'm using, or whatever JavaScript file you are using, just give it a name, type .js, and if I run, I get the same value 3.14. That's as simple as it. And if you want to just change it, if I just want to create a variable name, it should contain a name. So while using, if you want to just store a text, we have to use single quotes or double quotes. I'll just use single quotes, or I'll use double quotes. I'm just going to save a name called pro at coding, and if I just type name and save it, if I just run it, I'm getting pro at coding. So pro at coding, I just got it. Similarly, you can just type anything here. This is a variable which stores pro at coding, a variable called name which stores pro at coding. So we have just got a observation, or we just got familiar with how to create a variable. Let us see what we can do. What if we want to just, I have a variable called number1, and it stores like value 150, and I have a value number 2. Okay, I have just forgot to type var. If you don't type var, it will be considered as normal text and it won't be run, it will just throw you error. You have to type var to make it as a variable. Then it should contain like 150 again. I'll just same, or 120 maybe. I just want to have some of it. So for we have just made a small table. For addition we will use plus sign, and for multiplication we use star symbol, and for reminder, for getting a reminder, you're not just worried about quotient, you just want a reminder of it after a division process. These two come under division. While dividing, we have two separate options, whether you just want remainder of it or quotient. For getting quotient, we will just use percent symbol, and if you just want a accurate quotient, like if you're dividing 20 by 6, normally we'll just stop it at 3 and we'll get the remainder 2. If you just want accurate result, it will if you use slash, it's just for one forward slash, and if you use it, we'll get a value like 3.333. It will just recur, since it is not exactly divisible by 3 at 6, sorry. So for addition we saw plus, multiplication star, remainder percent, and we are getting accurate quotient forward slash. Let us check it. I just going to print for just printing function, so that we can view the results. I just want number 1, I just want sum of it. So for sum we will use plus. So number 1 plus number 2, we should get value of 270. We got it. What if I want I want just did I just forgot? Oh, okay, just forgot. 1 minute. For subtraction, we will just, it is normal, same as our normal mathematics. It is just a single minus. So for subtraction we just use minus. I just want a subtraction from number 1 and number 2. So number 1 minus number 2 will just give me, I just got 30. It is, you can just go ahead and see, it is just perfect. And I just want accurate, I just want accurate quotient, so I'm just using forward slash. I just got 1.25. So I just want a reminder it. For getting reminder, we should not just divide it accurately. So naturally we won't get a accurate quotient. So I'm just going to run it. I just got 30. We'll just, if you divide a 150 by 20, 120, we'll just have a quotient 1 and remainder 30. We just got it. So these two, remainder and quotient, will come under division. They have just giving a two extra option. If you either want remainder or quotient, we have separate function. So we just saw about arithmetic operators of our variables. So here the video ends. If you like the video, please don't forget to like this and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you friends. Bye. We'll see you in the next video.